Greetings and salutations! This is Jason Silverain, and today I'll be taking quite the journey back. A bit further back than usual, in fact. This is Arkanoid. But our journey does not begin with Arkanoid. No, we're going all the way back to 1976. Breakout, a early game kind of based on Pong, has just been developed. And the concept was very simple. You have a paddle, you have a ball, you have a series of multicoloured blocks which you used to break. And it was back on the old Commodore. It was fun but incredibly basic. It wasn't until a decade later, in 1986, that Taito decided they wanted to make their own block breaking game and had an in-company competition between two teams to see who could make the superior game. And it was really quite interesting. This game has such a wonderful and weird history. But yes, the version I played was released in 1987. I didn't obviously play it until I was much older, because I would have been, what, 2 at the time? But I still remember playing this on the Amiga 500. It was quite interesting. It was certainly better than most of the other Breakout clones. And for that reason, it got a lot of little rewards and praise from critics, and it's still going today. The last full Arkanoid game was kind of made in, 2009, I believe. But there's been lots of spin-offs and side games and mobile games, I think the latest of which was released in 2017, and that was Space Invaders versus Arkanoids. Or was it Arkanoids versus Space Invaders? I'm not entirely certain. But there's tons of little bits of details, like how the enemies in this game were actually made in 3D models and then turned into sprites and stuff like that. And I think there's like 33 levels. I've never actually managed to complete it myself, not all the way from the start. I am frankly bad at this game. I was terrible at it as a kid, mostly because you've got the old trackball mice, and mine was gunked up and unresponsive, and I struggled, and also a little kid, I'm a bit hyper. And nowadays, well, it's because my mouse is too sensitive. Oh. And as always, most of the old ROMs are cracked, so hey, it's always nice to see who was about back in the day. So Star Frontiers, I salute you for aiding in video game history. Now, there is something a little weird. Something keeps muting the sound for this game. And I do not know the keyboard command to... There we go! It's A, I believe. Oh, those old sprites. And those old blips and such. I apologise if this gives anyone tinnitus. I know a few people are a bit vulnerable to this kind of noise. So that's the first stage. It seems easy, and you can just tell the gameplay right away. Except what made Arkanoid different from Breakout is it had power-ups, it had all these weird and wonderful things. I'm not even on the leaderboard. Thankfully it's cracked. I have 99 credits. I won't be playing through the whole game. I will put a link to the full playthrough though, just if anyone's interested to see what the endings of this is. So yes, we're ambushed, our ship's destroyed, the Arkanoid is wrecked, and we are in the Vos. Now, one thing we can do is select what level we want to start on. I think up to 20. I love the Space Invader level. Now, those grey blocks and the gold ones are hard, and you have to hit them repeatedly. I'm going to end up on a random level at this rate. Can I get all the way up to 30? No, I've got to start at 20. Oh dear, I did not mean to start at 20. The reason for this is because the ball is not super fast. That's weird. I played this on a much earlier level, and the ball started at incredible super speeds. I could not keep up. Oh, dual ball. And again, it's power-ups like this that made the game really fun for its time, and kind of addictive. Now, thankfully, I believe... Oh, lasers. Lasers is the way most people win this game, except for me, because I somehow missed every single one of those shots. I like the grab ability as well, which you can aim the ball a bit better. Oh, goodness me, I can definitely see why this is one of the later levels, though. Oh, no, no, no. Wait, that's triple ball. Didn't D give me only 2 last time? No, yes, I was going to say, the enemies don't actually hurt you, which is a relief. I ended up trying to play this and trying to dodge all the enemies. It was hectic, to say the least. No, in fact, you want to ram into the enemies. Oh, goodness me. I've got 2 to go and I'm already out of lives. And I completely misjudged the way that's going to go. How am I going to get that pink one? I wish I'd hit it with a laser. Oh, well. Hold down fire. Do I start or do I have to restart the whole thing? I'll just kill myself off quickly so we can check a few of the early levels. But today was just kind of a highlight because one of the games I was offered to try out, there's the grab. I'd rather have the large panel actually here because, no, not late. Fine, I will take lasers because you... and I will die instantly. Ah. Yeah, I told you I'm not good at these games. I'm a bit too twitchy. But yes, I was offered a game called Arkanoid to play. Kind of a modern Arkanoid style game. So that caught my eye. And I thought, well, if I'm going to look at this, I should compare it to its... you know, its predecessors. This is where it all began for Arkanoid. Now, I will be honest, most of the stuff I've seen advertised for Arkanoid, it's not really anything special. I don't see how it has much difference from the original. I've yet to play it. I'm only going off from what I've seen in the trailers. But I'm not going to look down on it yet. I mean, it's always nice to see a modern take on an old classic. Now, if I could... I will not be reaching that level 30. But, let's go somewhere a little simpler. Actually, weirdly, I find the first level is harder than the second level for myself. So, back to game over. If the game has any flaw, it's rather slow to reset. You gotta go through this every single time. So, what's so challenging about 19? It's the gold bricks which you can't destroy. An umbrella. I've played quite a lot of different... I'm loving a lot of the references. But yes, I've played a lot of Arkanoid style games in the past. And there's something charming about the original one. I did enjoy how a lot of them put references into other sprite-based games. And how did I miss this? Let's hopefully get a few of the different power-ups. Okay, I'm just be glad I'm not doing a full playthrough of this. We'll be here for well, hours. Hey, F? What's F? Oh, I seem to have gotten a good angle here. Was it, maybe it was an L. It's a little hard to read the little capsules. The enemies are just an absolute pain, though. Come on. Can I please get a different angle? See, the G's grab. If I remember, the Amiga 1200 came with this style of game. As one of the, you know, bonus games that came with it. That and a pinball game. Oh, fuck. If there's any flaw to Arkanoid, I'd say the enemies spawn far too quickly. There's always 3 on screen. Can I please finish one level? Oh, I played all the way through Strikey Sisters. This should not be that hard. Yes! I've done one! Okay, I have absolutely no lives and a lot of gold here, so... Next death, I'm going to call it quits for the video. And that's it. I got greedy on the grab. And again, this was just a quick highlight. So I'll see you in just a moment in Arkanoid.